morning. I am Erica Watkins Smith, President of the Montgomery County Board of Education, and I'm joined here with my fellow board members today to announce the finalists for the superintendent position here in Montgomery Public Schools. We want to thank the community for their engagement throughout the process. We conducted 32 interviews and focus groups and had 991 people who responded to the community survey. Before I name the candidates, I would like to thank the leadership team for all of their hard work and dedication to our school system, our schools, our students, families, and the community as a whole. Interim Superintendent Ms. Wilson has done a phenomenal job in leading the charge as interim for all the things that we needed her to do. So for that, we say thank you. Thank you to the board for coming together and being unified in bringing a talented slate of candidates to engage you and the public as well as the community. At this time, the Montgomery County Board of Education is pleased to announce the top six finalists for the superintendent position of Montgomery County Public Schools. We have candidates who have local roots and national roots. After a thorough and rigorous selection, we have identified highly qualified candidates who possess the vision, leadership, and experience necessary to guide our district forward. The candidates are listed in alphabetical order, and we'll start with Dr. Zacchaeus Bird, a former superintendent of Selma City Public Schools, Dr. Constance Evelyn, former superintendent of Valley Stream 13 School District, New York, Dr. Barbara Lashy, Deputy Superintendent of Rome City Schools, Dr. Scott Snyder, Chief of Schools, Duval County Public School System in Florida, Dr. Angela Whitelaw, Deputy Superintendent of the Memphis Shelby County Public Schools, and Dr. Harold Wright, Deputy Superintendent of Achievement and Leadership, Fort Worth Independent School District. The board would like to thank HYA and Associates for their guidance throughout the process. Our next steps will be to announce the initial interviews for each candidate. That information will be forthcoming in the next couple of days. We encourage the public to stay engaged in the process as we look forward to introducing the finalists in more detail soon. At this time, we will take a few questions. The process in getting down to the six was used with a scientific eliminating process used by HYA. And there were various questions that we were to consider as we are comparing candidates, and that's how it was narrowed down.
Fact that there have been a couple of selection processes that you all have gone through. What have you learned through each one, and how has it made this one better?
This one is better in a lot of ways in the selection process because it allowed you to compare candidates head to head. It allowed us to do some extensive background research on each candidate to find out what their strengths and weaknesses are and things that they can bring to the district. The biggest piece of that was the leadership profile that also was aligned with what the community wanted, and that was also utilized in the comparison in the selection process with each candidate.
Whenever you all go through this process, talk a little bit about what's the biggest obstacle that you all have to try and overcome to make sure that you have pinpoint accuracy as far as what the public wants in their superintendent.
Well, I don't see it as an obstacle, really. It's a good challenge for us, yes, to make sure that we're picking the proper candidate. But again, we have so many tools and instruments at our use to help us go through this process that I don't foresee any challenges. But there are many opportunities.
How imperative is it going to be for the community to really come out and support, come out to these open houses or these things when they get a chance to actually have their input?
It's important because this is, first of all, let me just start with leadership and education go together. We want to make sure that the leader that we have is able to come in and help not only move our school district forward, but to also connect with the community. So coming out to the interview, as we're doing the interview process, is imperative because it allows them to be able to meet the candidates, to form their opinions about them, and to vet them themselves. Thank you.